Hello everybody, and welcome back to another... What is this, dude? Get out of here. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Now today, we have some pretty good mods to show. But before we do get into the mod showcase, before we do anything, alright, we're gonna be doing today's shout out. Now for today's video, we're gonna be shouting out the Masked Gamer for winning today's giveaway. So the link to his YouTube channel will be in the description, and if you want to win your own shoutout, all you have to do is join the Discord server and enter the giveaway. Anyway, now that we have that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and just stop yapping, alright? I'm not gonna go over anything. We're just gonna go into the mod showcase, alright? So, yeah, we're just... For our first mod, we have Limitless, made by Eggor's Burger. Now, this mod is based off of Jujutsu Kaisen. Personally, I don't watch Jujutsu Kaisen, but still, all this stuff is really cool to me. I love it. This spell is based off of Gojo's moveset. Gojo, yeah. So, we're gonna open up our spell wheel, and right here we have Limitless. It's got an infinity symbol that looks pretty cool. Now, the way this spell works is it's gesture-based. So, if we cast it and move our hand to the right, we get that. And what this is called, I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure this is called Reversal Red. So it's a terrifying red orb that destroys people. So to cast it, all you gotta do is just release. And they just, yeah. It doesn't really go that well for them. I mean, this guy had a really rough time. But, ooh. And also, if you do Reversal Red and you just wait, just a few seconds here. There we go. It charges up to a bigger orb. And honestly, it's not even that much better. And if we swipe our hand to the left, we get this blue whatchamacallit. So it sucks in all the enemies, which I don't actually think it does any actual damage. It just does that. Oh. And then this right here is its charge up, which, yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but better. So, I don't... What the... Oh. What? Anyway, moving on. For the next gesture-based thing, we have Infinity. So, it's kind of hard to explain it, but basically, whenever you turn it on, everything just freezes whenever it gets close to you. So, you know, arrows freeze, all that. Which I'm not really sure how it works in the anime, but... yeah, it just freezes stuff, so you're just invincible like that. Which honestly, I'm not complaining, because everybody loves things that are invincible. Like this guy's sword right here, we put that right there, and then... ooh. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the merges. If we take a red and a blue, and we smack it together, we get this little purple thing here. And if we flick it by releasing trigger... they get absolutely obliterated. And if we do the same exact thing, except we wait for these guys to charge up, and then we put them together, we get Hollow Purple, which this is supposed to be pretty powerful, and it definitely is, because it just deletes them from the world. And for anybody wondering, yes, you can Black Flash, alright? The way this works is if you get a fist, it does cool stuff. And then whenever you hit somebody... okay, well, it didn't do it there. You see, you have to time it just right. And if you do, you get that. For our last skill on Limitless, we have Gojo's Domain Expansion. So if we cast the spell and swipe upwards, this happens. I'm pretty sure this is called Infinite Void. And I don't know exactly how it works. It's something like they're overwhelmed, or no, they're overstimulated with everything in the world to the point where they can't move, or you know, something like that. I don't know, but I mean, it's not. It doesn't hurt them. It just freezes them. So it's really easy to kill them. Stab her. Yeah. Cut off her arm. Steal her axe. Yeah. This poor guy. Snap his neck, and then we go right back. If I can go back, come on. And then we're back, and it's, yeah, you know, something happened, but we don't know what. Moving on to our next spot, we have Shrine, which is also created by Eggor's Burger. And it's the same idea, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. The only difference is that instead of it being Gojo's powers, it's Sukuna's powers. You can find it right here in your spell wheel, and whenever you cast it, it does that. For our first move, we have Dismantle. So the way this works is we hold down the spell, and then we do what the hell? We do a slicing motion with our hand, and then we also release the trigger. And we missed. Oh yeah. Alright, my aim kind of sucks with it already. If we just hold down the spell and don't do anything, it just kind of goes crazy. You know, I'd say she's had about enough by now. If we merge it with gravity, then we get... I don't even know what you call this, but it does that. Oh. Oh. For the second move of Sukuna's moveset, we have Cleave, which you can change how this works in the book, but by default, all you have to do is grab onto somebody and just hold down trigger. And then they have a light seizure. Now, that might be just a little bit too much for some people. So if you want to, you can go into the settings and turn on Gentle Cleave. And it's not nearly the same. Basically, whatever body part you grab onto, it just takes off that. So if I grab onto their neck and press trigger, their head goes bye-bye. Alright, for our first... second merge. We use Shrine and Fire, and then we get whatever this is called. And oh god, that is terrifying. So I thought it'd be fair if we actually had them fight back. I mean, they're really not going to do that much since we can dodge them and all that. But, you know, just for funsies to show that they actually don't have a chance, we're just going to use it, alright? So, we're going to take 2 shrines and just put them together. And then it activates Sukuna's domain expansion, which is Malevolent Shrine. Oh yeah. Why is the music still there? No, I don't want it anymore. Get out of here. So now that the music is finally gone, we can move on to our next mod. Now, for our next 2 mods, they're going to be Nomad mods. Well, not Nomad, they're pcvr and Nomad, but they're really cool, alright? This is some really high tier mods. So we got the Gambit Pack and God of War weaponry. Both of these mods are made by Blazeventura. I think that's his name. I'm not really sure, but this is pretty cool, alright? So I'm gonna go ahead and show off the Gambit Pack first. It comes with a card deck, a card that comes from the card deck, so I mean technically we don't have to include the card since it comes with the deck. So yeah, we don't have to go over that since it just comes out of here. It also has a bow staff, so that's pretty cool. The way these work is actually pretty cool. So the throwing cards are literally throwing cards. That was terrible. And they actually throw pretty well. They're not like everything else where they fall. They go in a straight line. I mean, if you throw them hard enough, they go in a straight line. So if you're good at throwing, it might... Fuck are you looking at? So if you're pretty good at throwing, it's actually pretty cool. Because it works pretty well. And how are you still alive? Get out of here. How are you still alive? You get out of here. Yeah, that's my fun, buddy. Ooh. And then, before we throw the card, if we press trigger, it charges up with this cool pink fire. And we can just leave this right here, actually. We don't really need to do anything. All we have to do is press trigger. What? Let me try that again. We charge it up, and then we give it to him. And then we press trigger, which we have to press trigger on the hand that we threw it with. So, right, and then... he goes kaboom boom.
Kaboom? Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
And we can actually do this with 2 cards at a time because we have 2 hands. So one right there, and then one right there too. I'm just gonna go over here while this happens. And kaboom. And the only thing I don't like about these cards is that every single card is an ace for some reason. To be honest, it really doesn't matter. They're cards. Cards are cards. What has happened? What the fuck? The point is, they explode, and that's pretty cool. And then we, of course, have the staff, which this works kind of the same as the cards, but it's a little different. So if we hold down Alt use, on one side a little pokey comes out, and on the other side it just charges up. Yeah, it's kind of boring. If we go ahead and just give a little one of these on the blunt side, and the staff actually works really well with parrying. I mean, you gotta learn how to use it, and you know, you gotta, yeah. Alright, it's good with parrying. What was that? And if you poke somebody with the pokey side, some really cool things happen. Which if you like, don't shoot that arrow. Ow, that hurt. You shouldn't throw arrows at people. That's not fun. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next mod that he made since we covered these guys. Now I'm gonna be completely honest. I have not tried out this mod. Okay, I downloaded it for the video, and oh no, my robot arm. Oh no. But seriously, I barely even know how to use this because I downloaded it for the video. I haven't tested it out or anything. So this is my first impression with it. So I think it's trigger grip. Grip trigger. Trigger. There we go. So we can spawn this cool God of War spear. If we throw it, I think we can recall. Oh yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead and test how this baby rocks. That's pretty cool. Hold on, what about the other side? Honestly, bro, this cut's really cool. I like it. And it also has a bunch of powers. No, I don't really remember them, but a bunch of powers. I'm pretty sure if we, like, stack slam it, something happens. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so if we hold down Alt use and then we slam it, it has a shockwave. And I have a great idea. Alright, so I have just a couple of people here. I mean, honestly, it's not that much compared to what I've usually done. But we're just going to do a nice shockwave here and see how everybody handles it. Is everybody ready? Yeah? Great. Okay, that kind of scared me because I saw the Steam VR at home for a second there. And how are you still alive? That is... Get out of here. Yeah? Shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. Bro, I'm trying to remember all this stuff. Right. So if we take one staff and we, you know, lose it or something, and then we get another one and we do this, the one that we threw before explodes. Trust me, it's an explosion, right? So if we take this and we, you know, give him a nice stab in the knee, there you go. And then we get another one. Oh. And then, I'm pretty sure if we double tap spell Alt use. Ooh. Okay. And then we throw this, I think. Maybe. And I don't remember what to do now. It's okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, I remember. So, you double tap Alt use, so it's glowy. And then you throw it up and trigger grip. And then it rains spears. And then you just do this, and then they all explode. So, if I get just a few more test subjects here, I'd say about this many would do. Throw that baby up and recall it. And it's gonna rain. Yeah, that kind of sucked, man. I don't know about that. Oh my god! Alright, so if I'm being completely honest, bro, get out of the way. God. If I'm being completely honest, this actually might be one of my favorite mod showcases. I mean, these mods, these are so cool. Alright. Alright, you know, as usual, I did not mean to do that. Where did this come from? Get out of here. I said, get out. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a really good mod showcase. And remember, if you ever want to download any of these mods, alright, the link to everything, like links, just everything, alright, that's going to be in the description. Please subscribe. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers right now, and we are so close to it. Anyway, yeah, like I said, we're going to go ahead and end the video. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. So if I can close the door, get it.